Story. Eskom announcing Medupi power plant is finished after 14 years in the making. Let's bring in Eskom spokesperson Sikonathi Mantshantsha. Mr. Mantshantsha, thank you so much for your time. After 14 years, the Medupi power plant finally complete. What does it mean for Eskom and for us? Is it going to help keep the lights on?
Clement, thank you for the opportunity. What this really means is that in terms of building the power station, it is complete and we now have more certainty with regards to the very last unit that it will be contributing to the electricity grid. Unfortunately, it will not make much of a difference in terms of the probability of load shedding, because this very unit has been contributing intermittently since late 2019 in December, when it was it has been running through these tests. We now have the certainty that it has been complete. We just need to ensure now that the design faults that we have spoken about in the past will be executed again in order for us to get the full 794 megawatts out of this particular unit, and of course for the rest of the 4,700 megawatt station.
All right, so this doesn't really guarantee then that we are not going to be dealing with load shedding in the future. This is the fourth largest coal-fired plant and the largest dry-cooled power station in the world. Please explain this technology to us and why it's a big deal.
What this really means is that it uses the air. It does not need as much water to cool down the turbines. So we are relying less on water and more on the environment, which really is in a water scarce area, which helps in order to preserve the water for the usage by the community, whereas other generation units really use more water than this.
You have indicated in your statement that achieving commercial operation status means the technical compliance to statutory safety and legal requirements have all been met. But my goodness, it's cost a lot of money to get to this point. My understanding is the capital cost of the project is just above 120 billion rand so far. Is it that much, and how much more can we expect Eskom to spend?
Clement, this commercial operation really indeed means that it is now formally part of the generation fleet of Eskom, and it meets all the requirements. Yes, it has a cost. The capital cost so far is 122 billion rand. When all the design defects and all the claims against the project are completed within the next 24 months, the budgeted amount is 135 billion rand. We have previously communicated that number, and that's where we will come to. At this particular point, we have spent 122 billion rand of South Africa's money on the power station.
All right, Eskom spokesperson Sikonathi Mantshantsha, really appreciate your time on the lead this afternoon.